Hello. It's 2:30 on a very hot day, summer day in Tokyo. I was going to go out, but it's still too hot outside. Until then, let's try to create another video on handling dates in Power BI. So let's start by creating a calendar table. Every time every time you handle dates, it is highly advisable to create a calendar table. Let's get into it. So, modeling, new table, let's paste it. So this is the code. I'm using the first year of my sample data here, the last year on my sample table, and we will calculate, Power BI will calculate all the days between these 2 years. Here you can have several columns. Let's not add this one. And yes, I don't need this one either. Great. And now let's create the connections. I'm sorry, the relationship. As a best practice, if you connect your key from another table, you will probably not use the column from the main table anymore. So it might be a good practice to just hide it, so you cannot use it by mistake on your visualizations. Let me explain. As you see here, as I just showed you, it's now hidden, so it is not showing on the main table. So let's use a slicer with the date, and as you can see, it will filter the data from the main table, because we now have a relationship between the two tables. Once again, I'm using the date from the calendar table. So all this let's create another page. Yes, and then let's create some measures. So you can create a table just for your measures, or you can add the measure to the table in which you will most likely use it. I will create a table just for measures. Measures table. Great. So now let's get into it, creating all the measures. This is a simple sum. Then I will create my previous month measure, which I will use the previous month function. And then let's add a delta, which is a simple subtraction from the main value and the selected in the previous month. Yes. So let's see how it works. The dates, let's remove quarter and day. Now let's add the sales. So we have the sales volume, the sales amount for each month. There you go. Now let's create a card with the simple sales amount. Is this one? Yes, because I don't have anything selected yet. It's bringing the whole number. If we select this, then yes. So now let's copy and paste this card, and here let's add a delta, and here let's add the grid. Let's add a fourth card with a yes. There you go. February is 26.32, January is 29.85, and the delta between them is minus 3.53. As you can see here, the previous month, the selected previous month is January. Great. And so on and so forth. Let's go to, there you go, December. Perfect. Let's say 35. Great. This is a very simple example, but with a very interesting calculation. Selected month, measure, and the previous month. And as I told you before, let's use always the date from the calendar table. If you have several tables, if they are linked together, then you would create perhaps you would still create this one, and you could create this one and create another pair of minimum and maximum for the other table, and calculate which one is the lowest between them and which one is the max between them, and then use those values here. Of course, you might generate a calendar date. When you link together, you might have blank values on one of the dates. Yes. Anyway, let's go to running days. This is also a very interesting set of measures. First, okay, let's create another measure. Total value, new measure. Oops, is it? I think I just created a blank measure somewhere. Did I not? Oh no, it's okay. So yes, now the 3 running days measure. 3 running days here. I will explain it later when I add it to a visualization. So this one as well. So oops. No, I don't want it here. My mistake. As long as it's already copied on the clipboard, let's use the 5 running days first. Yes, let's copy the 5 running days first. Now let's copy the 3 running days. Great. Okay. Table, date, how should I go about this? Yes, I think, yes, I think that's the way. So total value, which is a simple sum for the date, and then 3 running days and 5 running days. So what do we have here? This value is the sum of these 3 running days. This value is the sum of these 3 running days, and so on and so forth. This is the 5 running days. I guess would be this 5. This would be this 5, and so on and so forth. Let's see how the yes the low. Oh yes, I'm taking the selected date minus 2 and the selected date plus 1. That's how we will have the running days here. This is also a very nice example. Great. Minus 3 days plus 2 days. Great. Nice. Running days is okay. Let's add another one. This will be a much simpler example, just to show the year to date, quarter to date, and month to date measures. Yes. Oh yes, I think here will be measures table. Measures table. Correct. Perfect. This is for month to date. Yes. Let's add now the quarter to date, and then the year to date, and then that let's add the equivalent with the total MTD. Now total QTD, and then total YTD. Perfect. And then I will add a date, no hierarchy, and then let's just add the dates MTD, dates QTD, and dates YTD, total MTD, total QTD, total YTD. You see the change whenever you have a new month or a new quarter or a new year. So a new month, where is it? Here. Great. It starts adding again when we have a new year. So quarter, we are in July. Yes, so June to July, I guess. Let's see. Anyway. Oh yes. In the when we have a new year, everything gets zeroed. Yes, that's the perfect proof. So, but then let's see the quarter when. Oh, here. No. Quarter to, oh, this one. This is between years, so let's try to check. This is also, oh, there you go. So January, February, March. So from March to April is a new quarter. So I guess June to July. 6 to 7, 6 to 7. Yes, 6 to 7, there's a new quarter. And as you can see here, the year still, it will still count until we have a new year. Great. So if these are not working, if you are not getting the expected results, you might check again if you are using a calendar table. Now, oh, this next one is nice. Let's go into transform data. You could also do it manually, but because I already have the calculation steps, let's create a blank query. Yes, advanced here, here. Great. And the name of the table is days table. What an original name. Was it linked? No, this I don't need to link this one to anything. So there you go. And on the days table, I should create a measure. Or should I just add it? No, I will keep on creating measures on the table in which I'm most likely to use them. So yes, I have to create total days also. Great. And now let's create a filter with the, was it time frame? I think so, I think it was time frame. As a tile, slash settings style. And just to keep everything nicely ordered, days tables, time frame, order by, sort by index. Perfect. Now as you can see here. Now perhaps dates, there you go. Total days, calendar days, actual sales. Okay, let's see. There you go. As you can see here, nice. This is also a nice example. If I just want a 7 days or 14 or 30 days, if I want to show my time frame, perfect. Great. And then just to finalize this, how was it created? Oh yes, let's create a measure to show the value up to this day, which is today. Measures, new measure, up to date, which is calculate sum of actuals, sales, and then calendar date will be less, and we code them today. Can't I use this? And then a new measure from, which will be greater than today. So let's use a, no, okay, let's lower this down, and then up to date as a card. Great. Let's use some transparency here. Can't quite see here too. There you go. Copy and paste. And then where's the from here? Now let's use a multi-card to have more details. As you will see, multi-cards, segment, up to date, and from date. There you go. Nice. Segment 1, segment 2, and to finalize this, let's add a tile of segments. Slicer settings tile. Perfect. Yes, I guess this is it. Nice, perfect. I quite enjoyed this example. Great. Segment 1, segment 2, I have here the total, and I have here segmented. Nice. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And let's save it with as a... oh no, I had to save to a different name. Anyway, it will be Fun with Dates, and it will be available as well. Thank you very much, take care.